Hello, YouTube family. Auntie is here. It's time for the curls and scoop. It's not cute not knowing, and now it's time to know. I'm going to give you guys an extra hug today, so come on, let's do this. I got to thank you guys. You're outpouring with the comments, and thank you. Thank you. Sometimes you just need that person to vent to just get things off your chest, off your mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we are all still taken aback by the death of Twitch. He was a DJ and dancer on the Ellen DeGeneres show, 40 years old, and he died by suicide. They say he shot himself in the head, left behind his family, a wife, 3 kids, mother, brother. The death was so shocking because he was this great guy who lit up the room and was an incredible dancer. He's in the hip hop Nutcracker on Disney Plus. Him and his wife are on it. Curtis Blow and Reverend Ron. You got to check it out. It's a whole hip hop version of the Nutcracker, but he was in that. And he was dancing. He was making videos up until the time. But the big question was, why did he do what he did? What was behind it? Why would you just end your life like that? Why would you just leave your family stranded? Sources say it could have been tied to money because he reportedly lost millions in failed crypto investments in the NFTs and that he was stressed out. They also cited the ending of the Ellen DeGeneres show. 1 minute you're working every day, then the next minute the show is over, and where do you go to next? Maybe he was stressed because it's like, well, what do I do now? He's making incredible money. And if you lost millions in these little get-rich schemes, that's enough to stress you out. You know, these cryptocurrencies and NFTs, so many celebrities are caught up in it. Everyone from Steph Curry to Tom Brady, David Ortiz, Jimmy Fallon, Serena Williams. They gave up millions. Now, it's not something that people want to talk about. You know, nobody wants to talk about losing money. But this whole thing, this was a gambler. I'm not a gambler. So, I'm the type, if I go to the casino, if I get just a teeny bit back, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. Let's go get something to eat outside the casino. It's just devastating. And a lot of people do handle financial losses. His wife said they did not have a problem. There were no issues. Because of course the police are going to be like, were you guys fighting? Did you have problems? And she says no. But now we're hearing stories about him losing millions in failed crypto investments and NFTs. Prayers for his family. I wish he could have found a better way or confided in someone. Like, I messed up my money. I lost a lot. But just sad all the way around. Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, is ready to tell his side of the story. He's already started talking because he can't get Wendy's money. With Wendy, no TV show, the bank's tied her money up. She can't get it, which means that he can't get his money or anybody else. At this point, he's going to do whatever he can to make money. And now he says, maybe it's time for me to do a biopic on my life. Now, for those who say, why? I've said it before and I'll say it again. He was the force behind Wendy. That was Kevin. So when they divorced and he had a baby with another woman, she collapsed because he was the one holding her up. He was the one in charge. He was in charge of her imaging and everything she did. It was Kevin. It was Kevin. So now he's ready. He says one of the biggest regrets of his life was never having his own production company because he probably would have still been able to have money coming in. But he is ready to tell his side of the story. I wonder how it will go over because he was the force. You see Wendy, this media mogul, but trust and believe there was a man behind everything. and it was Kevin Hunter. Now he's ready to tell his tale. I wonder, will he talk about allegedly being abusive towards her or the cheating? Because she's definitely in a different state of mind, and he's got to take some of the blame for that. Trevor Noah just left The Daily Show. What do you do next? He's going to be hosting the Grammys. The Grammy Awards are airing February 5th. Boy, is this going to be a night of music. Beyonce over here. Adele over here. Lizzo over there. Harry Styles over there. It's going to be interesting. What happens on music's biggest night? Who's performing? But we know that Trevor Noah is back for a third time hosting February the 5th. Golden Globe Awards. Eddie Murphy is getting the night's big honor, the Cecil B. DeMille Award. He's in great company. Steven Spielberg, Oprah Winfrey. Now it's time to shine the light on Eddie Murphy. The Golden Globes air January the 10th. It's coming back after being put on the shelf for the racism and the sexism and just a bunch of mess. Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Now they're going to honor Eddie Murphy, who has a new Netflix project, You People. You People starts streaming on Netflix January 27th, but they're honoring Eddie Murphy. They're going to make sure people tune in. Actor, comedian Gerard Carmichael, first ever Black host. He is going to be hosting the Golden Globes that night, January 10th. Power Book 2 Ghost is returning to stars. Finally, we're hearing something. March 17th. This is the one with that doggone Tariq and Mary J. Blige, March 17th. Chris Redd, the other black guy that was on Saturday Night Live. Him and Keenan was boys. But then Chris started dating Keenan's wife. They still married. He's got 2 kids by his wife. A few weeks ago, Chris Redd, he had left the show. He's got an HBO special. He was attacked on the streets of New York. Somebody with brass knuckles punched him in the face. He had to go to the hospital. It was a bunch of broken cartilages and stuff. He's starting to talk about it. And he says it was a planned attack. He said whoever punched him in the face with them brass knuckles, they knew what they were doing, and they knew who they were doing it to. Y'all can leave your comments, but what do you think happened? Do you think it's karma? You out here just with another man's wife, she ain't divorced yet. Y'all got to be divorced when y'all want to be dipping and doing. He said they knew what they were doing when they punched him in the face. At the movies, it's Avatar, The Way of Water. Are you ready? Because you might need to take a water break. The movie is clocking in at 3 hours and 10 minutes. Sure to be box office, right? #1 through the holiday. Tonight on ABC, it's Beauty and the Beast. When singer Her is acting, she uses her government name, Gabriella Wilson. She is the Beauty. Josh Groban is the Beast. Rita Moreno is doing the narration. Shania Twain, the country sensation, is Mrs. Potts. And you got David Allen Greer. And you've got Martin Short. And you have a Broadway actor who looks like Jason Derulo, but he isn't. He is playing Gaston. I thought it was Jason Derulo. I was like, Jason Derulo in this, but it's not. It's a Broadway actor. I just don't have the notes in front of me. But he plays Gaston. Tonight, it airs. Half animation, half live. I'm super excited. I love Her, and I think it's going to be really good. The Game is back. It's on Paramount Plus. This show has the staying power. Remember, it was on CW. Then it was on BET. Now it's moved to Paramount Plus. Wendy Raquel Robinson is back in charge. She looks great. But The Game is returning tonight on HBO. Call Me Miss Cleo. Call me now. Who is Miss Cleo? Well, there's this documentary that is airing on HBO. Who was she? She was an actress. She wasn't Jamaican. She died of cancer in 2016. She was a lesbian. She really thought she was Miss Cleo, that she could help people. But then the company behind the psychic and Miss Cleo, they got sued. They were run out of town because it was seen as a fraudulent company. But she really thought, like, I am Miss Cleo. Because in the 90s, you can't think of the 90s without thinking of Miss Cleo. Well, this HBO documentary unpacks everything. Unfortunately, she died 2016. She had cancer. But HBO, y'all got to watch it. I plan to watch it this weekend and let me know what you think. The Upshaws is returning to Netflix. Season number 3, February 16th. Mike Epps, Wanda Sykes, Kim Fields, a very funny show. And this Saturday night, Lizzo is the musical guest. Austin Butler, who played Elvis Presley, is going to be the host. That should be a good night. Oh, I do have a funny story. Craig Melvin from the Today Show said y'all will not get him caught up in no kind of scandal. On a recent episode, they had one of these lifestyle experts, and she had this cologne, and she insisted, a little pushy brunette, she insisted on spraying it on his neck and his chest. And he was trying to be like, you're invading my space. You're invading my space. Because you know you hate when people invade your space. It's kind of like, you're going to have to back up. You're going to have to back up. She kept getting in his space. She went to spray it on him. And he just like walked off the set. It was funny. And then when he came back, he was on the other end of the table. It was a real funny segment because, not that he's new to this. He's been doing this for years. He's going on the Today Show. But I guess he said, oh, no. There will be no kind of controversies over here. And if I say you in my space, you're in my space. There's a weekend edition that airs on the weekend. I have a lovely young lady, and it's pictures and all of that good stuff. So that goes up. But I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate your comments. A lot of people had a lot to get off of their chest, and I still got some. But we encourage you to leave your comments. Auntie is here. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. And you know what? So that you never miss anything, subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.